Hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about stuff. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. Very big thank you to everyone out there who leaves a comment every single day, as it does help out with the algorithm. I think sometimes when I wake up, I expect things to be different than they currently are. And I don't mean like in a rapidly dramatic way, but I just kind of assume like, maybe something has changed. Maybe different things have taken place. If you've happened to miss any of the last 4 or 5 videos, somewhere around there, Bitcoin accumulation has ramped up to like an unusual degree. I mean, we know why. It basically has to do with companies are de-dollarizing. Companies are, listen to the word. They're getting away from the US dollar and US assets, and they're moving their money into Bitcoin. This is only going to continue happening over the course of the next couple of, probably forever, as the US dollar continues to stumble. If you haven't seen like any of the Dixie, DXY, like the dollar exchange charts compared to other currencies, go have a look. It's going to completely mortify you how bad things have gotten so quick. And the next 5 to 10 years aren't looking too hot either. What we have right now is a constant flow. It's not just one. It's a constant flow daily of companies who are announcing that they're getting into Bitcoin. They're like foregoing, if you will, fiat currencies, and they're creating some kind of a Bitcoin reserve, or what we now call a Bitcoin reserve. The problem with a lot of this mathematically is that these companies have huge aspirations to buy a lot of Bitcoin. The problem is that there's not a lot of Bitcoin left out there for them. Why I said the last couple of videos is because we've gotten a lot of like statistics and numbers as to like 95% of all Bitcoin is gone. It's like in the hands of wealthy people whose wallet addresses have only had inflows. These people have no intention of ever relinquishing these coins. They want to become richer. We keep seeing the amount of Bitcoin on crypto exchanges collapsing. It hasn't been this low in 7 or 8 years. Institutions keep announcing daily that they're going to buy more. MicroStrategy keeps announcing every third day they're trying to raise another $500 million. They're trying to raise $1.2 billion. They just raised $2.3 billion. Like, really? And then you also have Metaplanet, who's like on a run as well, because Metaplanet's also trying to get to 21,000. So every time, I think when the mind hears these numbers, the concept doesn't really grasp that they're taking these coins away forever. If you hear that a company bought 340 Bitcoin, your mind doesn't go, oh my gosh, like that's a huge portion of the 21 million that there will ever be, and those coins are never going to hit the market. The mind hears 324, we equate it to $324, and people go, okay, cool, well, there's more Bitcoin left. Until there isn't. A company by the name of Boxable, Boxabl, has announced that they are going to be adding Bitcoin to their official treasury reserve. Michael Saylor said 2 or 3 weeks ago, if you weren't here for it, it was quite dramatic, but it's true. He said that I think he guesstimated that there are roughly around 12,000, I'm pretty sure it was 12,000 companies listed on stock exchanges around the world, he said, who just aren't doing too hot. Or if they're doing okay, they don't shine as brightly as the Amazons, as the Googles, as the Apples. He said eventually they're going to have no choice but to follow MicroStrategy's strategy. The company MicroStrategy, we went over this before, their stock price went up by 3,000%. I think the number is 2,997 or so, like really, it was like actually 3,000% over the course of a 2-year period, just because they said that they were going to be buying Bitcoin, and then they did. And as they continued to accumulate more Bitcoin, their stock price went up even higher. So he said you have these 12,000 companies who no one's really paying attention to. He said, if you want people to pay attention to you, buy Bitcoin. If Bitcoin price goes up, the company gets richer. As they continue to accumulate more of this super finite asset, their stock price also goes up. I think Meta stock went up by 700%. We just had another company who announced like a month ago. I think their stock went up by 140%. And there was just one, maybe a week or two ago as well, who also announced, I want to say, I don't know what country they were from, but their stock also shot up as well, like at the exact same time. So companies are beginning to understand, kind of, that Bitcoin's extremely finite. They probably also don't even understand like how rare, and I don't want to say the term precious, that sounds a bit intense, but like how intense it is for a company to announce we have 240 of this thing. They've literally taken that Bitcoin away from millions of people. And there are billionaires and millionaires and wealthionaires who will never be able to own those coins. Do you understand that? There are more millionaires and billionaires on the planet than there are Bitcoin. If a company like MicroStrategy has 600,000 of them, that means 600,000 millionaires and billionaires will never own an entire coin. Like I said before, some of you have more Bitcoin than a millionaire or billionaire will ever be able to own. Do you know how crazy that is? And as these companies keep announcing that they're buying more, there's a new company every day, and there's companies doing this, it's only dropping the actual available supply. At some point in the future, you're going to meet someone and they're going to brag to you that they have 5,000 Satoshis because it's all that they're going to be able to afford. As the value of the US dollar keeps dropping and Bitcoin's price comparatively keeps rising, the strength of the dollar collapses. You will not be able to buy as much Bitcoin for this amount of US dollars for this amount of Bitcoin in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. Nonetheless, the conversation of these people thinking that cycles are over, I don't know if you missed that one as well. People think that cycles are basically over and that we're basically going to kind of be in a long-term, multi-year bull run. Where basically yearly prices continue to go up by 10, 20, 30, 40%. And then another year, 10, 20, like just kind of in this direction infinitely as the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges continues to disappear. Another company in Norway, blah, 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 what are they called? That's okay. I thought it was saying something else. No, that's their name. The company is called Norwegian Block Exchange. Right. Announced that they are going to be buying some Bitcoin and intended to do it the same exact day. Their share price, their stock price, rose by 138% in a single day. Just from announcing that they plan on doing it. And I think their first purchase is meant to be, I think, several $1 million worth of Bitcoin. It says they're going to have their first holdings be 10 Bitcoin by the end of this month. So, as those coins continue to disappear and we hear more companies, like, do you understand what's happening? Like, do you really get what's going on? Do you get that, like, these people are leaving the US dollar? That they're, like, de-dollarizing? That they're using Bitcoin as their new method of exchange, like their treasury. These people aren't announcing they're buying gold, they're not buying silver, they're not buying real estate. They're not buying US bonds, they're not buying US treasury bills. They're buying Bitcoin. Do you understand that? The thing's been around for 15, 16 years. These people are using it as a reserve. As a reserve. What happens in the next 5 to 10 years? Oh, well, I mean, spoiler, like all the available Bitcoin is gone and we're at several $1 million of coins. So, good luck with that one. But, What about all the people who aren't paying attention, who don't pay attention, who don't look towards the cryptocurrency space, who have no idea what's going on, who are doom spending, it's going to get really intense really fast, and a lot of people aren't ready for it. A lot of people in crypto aren't ready for it. Well, that's the Norwegian block exchange. And what was the other one? Boxable. Buying Bitcoin. I assume we're going to hear more very soon because, this keeps happening daily. Not every other daily. It's actually every single gosh darn day. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.